right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Halayim La Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash, Shalom Lakapayim Shah Yasharala. Your honors are you, man. Labor is truth, sincerity, and working out your own salvation. Members of the elect household faith. So, yeah, man. You got this story developing with this dude David. All right, David, all right, so-called singer. All right, this is what they call singers. You know, this is the new singers of today. So this guy right here, man. You see up there looking all demonic on the screen. I guess they have found the remains of a little young girl in the back of the man's Tesla. So through the spirit, you know, I just want to touch on this, you know, and extrapolate, you know, to, you know, as a whole, you know, our people are sick, man. All right, just can tell you they're sick. They're sick in the head, bro. You know, script say, matter of fact, let me start Jeremiah 5 and 23, but it says this is Jeremiah 5:23. But this people have a revolting and rebellious heart, for they are revolted and gone. It says, neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord, our power, our God, that giveth rain, both in the former and the latter season, in the latter in his season, and he reserved unto us the appointed week of the harvest. Yeah, man. So it says your iniquities have turned these things, have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. All right. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that set snares, and they set a trap and they catch men. Yeah. They're like these musicians, these different politicians. All right. See, these musicians, these little rappers, entertainers, they set snares before the people, man. They set traps. All right. When they put out these songs and your ass start liking them, you start getting them, falling in love with them. You know, you got these little like that little young girl that fell in love with this demon, right? She fell in love with the dude and followed his ass to the grave, man. Okay, so it says these people, but this is the people who have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Yeah, they are revolted and gone. This is the people that is gone. So it says, Celeste Rivers went missing a year ago. Her decomposing body was found dead in singer David's Tesla. All right, so these little young girls, man, they find these little demons cute. You know, they got a little bit of money. They got some quote unquote motion. Yeah, see, this is who they messing with. You know, they messing with these little gremlins. All right, and we've been told you about these little YN gremlins, these little demons. All right, we told you about, you know what I'm saying. I was gonna tell you Sirach 42. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. We told you to keep your daughter in straightly. All right. Oh, that's abuse. Oh, you being an ogre, you know. All right, man. When your daughter end up like this, all right, following behind some YN, following behind some little gremlin gangster, one of the little fashionistas or whatever the fuck they call them, you know, one of these little new age playboys. when she end up getting judged, man, don't cry to nobody, all right? Because you as a parent, you have to put your foot down with your kids, man. All right, you got to start early, man. Scripture say, "Withhold not the rod from the child, spare not the rod from the child," man. All right. This is why, man, because your daughter, once you hit a certain age, your son, when they hit a certain age, they ain't gonna listen to shit you got to say, man. They ain't gonna listen to nothing, because you didn't reprimand their asses when they were kids, man. All right, when they was babies. All right, you're supposed to put the fear of God in their asses, man. You know. So these fucking mothers of today and these little new age parents, they're fucking horrible. They're terrible parents, man. All right, your children should not end up like this, man. If you as a parent do what you're supposed to do, you know. They should know better. They should know about marriage. They should know about running off with some little, you know what I'm saying, with some stranger. They should know about the scriptures. They should at least have some fear of God, you know. Even if you don't understand the scriptures yourself, or you can't really teach them, because the average person doesn't understand the scriptures. But you know, they should at least be taught certain things that's in the scriptures, man. You know. But you don't fear the Most High God. So you just raise up your kids however you want. And this is what happened to you, man. But what the fuck is wrong with you tribes? That's the theme of the lesson, man. What is wrong with you? Your mothers, your fathers, you little young dudes. All right, you niggas are macabre. What's that? That's the word. That's how you say it. Let me get the word macabre. You niggas are fucking bloody men, bro. You know, you already 20 years old thinking about slicing and chopping some chick up like an Edomite. You know. You dudes got the mentality of a fucking Edomite, bro. All right? That's why it says this. How is that Jeremiah 2:21? How has that turned to a degenerate plan of a strange vine onto me? I planted thee a noble seed, man. You're supposed to be a noble, honorable fucking people. You're not honorable at all, man. You know? You fucking tribes, bro. You see the Edomite doing this shit. I mean, now here it is. We can't even say well, you know, that's some white man shit. Look at you niggas do it too. You know? Hey boy, man. Whether or not this dude's a Jake, he look like a Jake, you know, whatever. But we don't know. All right, could be a fucking Edomite that look like a tribesman, you know. But anyways, the word macabre, 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 however you say it. It says, word go back to death. It says, characterized by gruesomeness, bloodiness, you know. Macabre, you a bunch of macabre, a bunch of people, macabre, you know. You bunch of sick jakes, man. Sick people. All right. Bloody men, bro. Bloody men, man. Let me see how they say it.
Macabre.
Yeah, macabre. Yeah, a macabre series of murders. Yeah. What does it mean if someone is macabre? It says shockingly gruesome, horrifying, disturbing, often involving grim or ugly aspects of death, violence, or decay. Yeah, your ass got a decaying body in your fucking trunk. That's some macabre shit. All right. That's some real sick shit. But that's what your people are into, man. You know. So it says, but this is Jeremiah 5:23. But this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Yep, these people are gone. That little young girl was gone because she ain't got no daddy, no real structure in her life, keep her in straightly. You know, that little young boy, that nigga's gone. He'd have been turned out by the industry. Or he'd have been turned down by some white man or some shit, you know. All right, he over there trying to do an Illuminati damn ritual. He trying to do an audition for the elites, and they asses embarrassed him in front of the world, man. He embarrassed himself, however you want to look at it. All right. But it says Sirach 42:11. It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughingstock to thy enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach amongst the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Yeah, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. You supposed to watch over her. If not, she's gonna end up just like this, bro. If not, your daughter end up just like this. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, man. if you don't watch over your daughter, if you don't take care of your kids, all right, the scripture say, withhold not the rod from the child, spare not the rod from the child. You're supposed to reprove them, you know. Oh, I can't control my daughter. I can't, man. That's because you didn't put your foot up her ass when she was a baby. Being too fucking nice, all right. You're too nice, your kids end up in the Tesla trunk, man. They end up disrespecting you, and they end up getting judged, you know, and they end up your heart end up getting broken, you know. So let's see here. Where's this at? Proverbs 22:15. It says, the foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Yeah, you're supposed to correct your child. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, man. Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Lest she destroy herself. Lest she end up dead. All right, some nigga put his hands on her and she's spoiled, man. You know? So it says foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it away. So that's what you see amongst our people, a number of foolishness. Because ain't nobody correcting their asses, man. They just a child left to himself become willful, man. All right? That's what the scriptures say. Nobody is correcting these tribes, man. Nobody's telling them shit. All right? The Edomite and the other nations are letting them run around loose. So this is the byproduct of the Edomite rulership. This is the byproduct of the heathens. You know? This is the byproduct. This is what you niggas want. You want to keep living under the Edomite, and this is what's going to keep happening. You're going to keep getting situations like this. Your daughter be at risk. Your son be at risk. You at risk. Shit. Everybody's at risk. Under the Edomite rulership, this is what happens, man. All right? The laws of the Most High are not kept. Nobody respects the Most High God. Nobody respects the scriptures. All right? These people, all they watch on TV is Dexter shows where niggas is getting killed. And this is what happens. This is where you create a generation of criminal minds type dudes, man. This is what happens, bro. These dudes start watching Jeffrey Dahmer and this one and that one. This is what the fuck they become, you know? This is what's promoted to you. Murder, shootings, you know? A Hannibal Lecter type energy. All right? That's what's promoted. This guy, Ted Bundy and all these different dudes, they got a cult followings, man. All these different serial killers, all right, and murderers, you know, they got series, you know, of movies like Saw and you know what I'm saying, Hostel, you know, these different type of genres of movies and shit. This is what they produce. These little kids start watching this shit. They start watching niggas getting cut up and shit. And they become that, man. They become that shit. And you can thank that Edomite for that shit, man. You can thank that white man, that devil for that shit. All right. These tribes are crazy. And this is why the Lord is going to put their asses to death. All right. This Edomite, what he going to do? He might let this dude get off on insanity or something, you know? He might throw him in prison or whatever he's going to do to him. But the Lord's judgment is going to be a swift one, all right, on these tribes, man. I have heard, the scripture say, I've heard the swiftness of the judgment to come. Why? Because look at these people, man. Look at them. Look at the fuck they become. They become them but degenerates, man. All right. And thank the Most High, he woke us up to the truth. So that we'll know right from wrong. So that we wouldn't fall into these snares and pits and stumbling blocks that's out here. All right. You got all kind of stumbling blocks out here, man. All right. You gotta be thankful. You gotta be thankful that the Lord didn't give you up to these type of spirits, man. These type of fucking murderous, demonic spirits, man. All right. It says Proverbs 29 and 15. It says the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself brings his mother to shame. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. See, we're gonna see the fall of 2/3 of our people. We're gonna see the fall of the Edomite. We're gonna see the fall of the other nations, man. But the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bring his mother to shame. All right. What How you think this kid's mother feels, man? Right now, bro. She don't know where to go. She don't know what to say. She can't go outside in her own little neighborhood and shit. They're gonna be looking at her like this is the mother of the child that's a fucking serial killer murderer. All right. This is your doing. That's how they're gonna look at her, man. This is why you represent your father and your mother. You bring shame to your mother, man. You bring shame to your father. And these tribes, they don't give a shit no more. They're impudent. They become shameless, man. They don't care. They'll do whatever they want to do, and then they'll turn around and just, okay, whatever. They don't care. The fact of the matter is they don't give a fuck. They don't care about anything. They don't care about their image. They don't care about their mamas, their fathers. They'll sacrifice them, all right, for a check. They don't give. Look, all is acceptable. Everything is acceptable to these tribes, man. There's no more morals. There's no more honor. There's fucking nothing. This is why it's good. It's a good thing when the Lord comes to judge. It's a good thing when they asses get left here, man. The Lord told you he'll purge out the rebels from amongst you. Ezekiel 20 and 38. Let's get that too. I'll purge out the rebels from amongst you. These niggas are rebels, man. All right. Serial killers, murderers. All right. You know what I'm saying? Extortioners. All right. Your people have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. Even the Edomite don't do this type of shit. I mean, they do, but even the Edomite, you know what I'm saying, bro? The Edomites is looking at you like, God damn. That's why they got something called black fatigue. Well, there's something called white fatigue too. But at the end of the day, man, the Most High got black fatigue too. The Most High is angry with his people every day. The Most High is pissed off with these tribes, man. Hold on one second. All right, so lucky, man. But Ezekiel 20 and verse 38, it says, I'll purge from amongst you the rebels and them that transgress against me. I'll bring them forth out the country where they sojourn. They shall not enter into the land of Israel. Yeah, you're not gonna make it in the first go around, in the first resurrection. Upon it says in Revelation 20 and 6 speaks about the first resurrection, upon whom the second death have no power. That the first resurrection will be the first fruits of the kingdom. That will be the elect men and the elect women. All right, a nigga like this guy right here, bro. A nigga like this guy is going to die in America. We can say that with authority, because this type of nigga ain't gonna come into the kingdom, brother. He gonna have to die here, man. You understand? He ain't gonna receive this. He ain't gonna be reformed all the days of his life. Cause look, the time is short, bro. These fucking serial killer murdering type niggas, man, they'll be left here, bro. These little rapists. All right, these bro, these sick creatures, man. These sick puppies, brother, they're gonna stay here. They can't come in there in the chariot with you. All right, you men that's been laboring this work, been purifying yourselves in the spirit, been working. These type of people can't, brother, they're gonna bring confusion to the kingdom, man. They have to be reformed. All right, they have to be reformed, and the only way these tribes are gonna get reformed is by thermonuclear fire. That's the only way. That's the only way these tribes are gonna get reformed, man. All right. They ain't gonna receive this truth. They ain't gonna go out there and make their bodies a living sacrifice. They ain't gonna do nothing like that, man. They ain't gonna purify themselves by this word, man. All right, so they'll have to receive it by fire, man. They got to receive their blessings by way of fire, man. By way of fire and brimstone. Because this is a sick bunch of people, bro. All right. This is a sick bunch of people. And there's nothing you could do for them. There's nothing you could do for them. They're not our people anymore. Let's put it like that. They're not your people anymore. They're heathens. All right. They're a bunch of heathens, man. Okay, so it say, I'll purge out the rebels from amongst you. Purge meaning to clean, man, because ain't nothing that defileth gonna come into the kingdom. Nothing that defileth, right? Let's get that Revelation 21 and 27. And there shall no wise enter into it anything that defileth, nor worketh an abomination. This is a fucking abomination, man. You chopping up a woman,
and throwing her in your trunk just on some sexual deviant type shit, that's some debauchery. That's some wickedness, man. That's an abomination. So that type of spirit can't enter into the kingdom. That type of spirit gonna be left here with the white man, man, and with the heathen and with the rest of these unclean spirits, man. That's why the scriptures tell you the lake of fire is the cage of every unclean spirit and every foul bird. You know, that's why it says they're gonna be left here, man. You know. All right. So it says, and the gate shall not be shut all day or night, for there shall be no night there. Yeah, we ain't gonna need to close our doors because ain't no nigga gonna be out there killing your little daughter and raping them, you know, and throwing them in the trunk of the car. That ain't gonna happen. So we ain't gonna need to close our gates. We don't need no security. We don't need to watch. Hey, where's my daughter at? Keep a sure watch over your daughter. Nah, you ain't gonna need that shit, man. You ain't gonna need to watch over her shameless, you know, over her, you know what I'm saying? The care for your daughter gonna take away, drive away sleep. Nah, bro, we're gonna be carefree. That's what the scriptures mean when it's rest. Hey, you be carefree, man. You carefree. Your daughter ain't you don't have to worry about her getting popped by the stable boy, and now your ass pushing the stable boy off the balcony. Like your girl on Beauty in Black, man. Nah, man, that shit ain't gonna happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? You leave Sylvie by herself for 5 minutes and the nigga already popping her. You see what I'm saying, bro? That's gonna be a thing of the past, man. All right, because these wicked demonic spirits ain't gonna hop on the people, because we ain't gonna be in the flesh, man. You get wicked fucking thoughts, man. Let an old nigga get around a little young girl, leave her by herself. This nigga gonna start getting thoughts in his head, man. Hey man, I'm gonna start. See your daddy ain't around, man. You see your daddy ain't around, bro. You know your dad ain't here. You know she's looking mighty good too. You know, nigga start getting thoughts and shit in his head. You know, oh, man. That's because of the flesh, bro. Damn, she look good too. A little virgin too. You know, that's when you start. That's when that because you're in the flesh, man. When we're in our kingdom, man, the type of thoughts ain't gonna invade you because we're gonna be perfect. You know, this is why we sigh and cry for the abomination that be done in the midst of. This is an abomination. This type of shit right here. This type of shit right here is an abomination, man. All right. But everything that comes with this fucking black nigga culture, man, this fucking rock star culture, this demonic, all this shit is drenched in wickedness. It's all drenched in bloodshed. It's all about murder and demonic worship. You know, it's all about satanic imagery and idol worship and all this different shit, man. Just like that movie Him, they showed you that in that movie Him, man. To become something in this world, you got to sacrifice. That's what they showed you in that movie, man. To be something in this place, you got to sacrifice. This nigga, he was trying to give up his sacrifice. He just didn't know how the hell to do it, man. That little young boy, he was too fucking young to understand what he was doing. But hey, just goes to show you, this is why it says Proverbs 3:31, envy not your oppressor and choose none of his ways, man. All right. You choose to be like an Edomite, this is what happens to you. They got you doing rituals. They got you doing fucking bloodletting rituals. They got you cutting up, dismembering bodies and shit. They got your ass doing humiliation rituals. All right. This is what comes with you niggas being Edomites. You trying to be like the Edomite, man. You know, which like I said, I don't know if this guy's an Edomite or if he's a Jake, because this is what Edomites do. You know, but these niggas are so wicked. All right, they're so fucking wicked that we don't even know. We don't know the bounds. We don't know the end of their wickedness, man. Their fucking wickedness knows no bounds, man. All right, so they could fucking far surpass the deeds of the wicked. Yeah, they can, man. They could do shit like this, even though this is an Edomite characteristic to be a sadistic bastard. That's an Edomite characteristic. That's what you niggas have adopted, man. You tribes, you Latin tribes, you Southern Kingdom, you know, you Native American tribes. You in this fucking spirit too. They show you that in that movie Apocalypto. You know, these Latin tribes and these fucking Gadite tribes, they were into that human sacrifice and all that shit too, man. You know? So you know better. Ain't no better. Yeah, man. It says Jeremiah 15:1. The Lord said to me, even if Moses and Samuel were to stand before me, my heart would not go out to this people. Send them away from my presence, let them go. Yeah, what's that saying, man? That's a beautiful scripture. The water for the scripture. In other words, man, look, even if Moses or Samuel or whoever, the top men, even John the Baptist, anybody bring any of my men, even if you make intercession to me, my heart wouldn't go to these people. You couldn't convince me that you couldn't make me you couldn't stop my judgment. You know what I mean? Oh no, Lord, you know, no, look, man, I'm still gonna destroy 2/3 of these people, man. I didn't destroy all of them, okay, but for your sake, Moses, all right, you over here talking, you know what I'm saying? You made a good case, a compelling case. You warmed my heart up, you know. You're right. I did make a covenant with them. So the thing is, I'm gonna destroy 2/3 of their asses, and I'm gonna leave a remnant. That's fair. See, that's fair. That way, nobody can say I broke my covenant. Okay, I still left a remnant behind. Nobody can say I'm a liar. All right, I still left a remnant behind, but still, at the end of the day, all right, no matter what y'all say, I'm still gonna start judging these people. Cause look at them. Look at them. You know, just look at them, man. They are revolted, rebellious, and gone, man. What the hell are we supposed to do with these people, man? Now, the only thing left is the judgment, man. The sword. That's it. That's all that's left. There's no more talking. There's no more, oh, well, you know, because the time of talking has passed. It's going to tell you Ecclesiastes 3. You know, a time to embrace. Right now, the Lord is in a time to refrain from embracing these people. You know, the Most High, He's gathering His elect. He's going to recover the remnant a second time. Tell you, Isaiah 11:11 on down. All right, but you abominable children, the seed of the sorceress. Scripture tell you Isaiah 57:3-4 on down. Hey man, you got to get cut off on this side, bro. All right, you got to get cut off on this side because just look at you, man. Just look at the shit that you're doing on the earth, bro. This shit is unacceptable, bro. All right, this shit is unacceptable, man. This is a shameful bunch of people, man. This is a shameful bunch of people, brother. All right, so Revelation 21 and 27. And they shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth into the kingdom, neither worketh whatsoever work abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. Yeah, they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. That's who's gonna come. That's who's gonna enter into the rest. All right, that's who's gonna see the sun. All right, not these murderous manslayers. All right, merciless murderers of children. Scripture speak about that. You know, these are some cruel bastards, man. I ain't never had a thought in my fucking head to go and slice a nigga up and murder him and put him in a trial. That shit ain't never came in my fucking head, man. You know, I ain't never thought about, man, this bitch fine. I want to put her ass to death, man. You know, that's some sick ass shit, man. You know, you get a thought like that, bro, you supposed to rebuke your fucking self, man. You know, you start getting thoughts like that, bro. You start getting these weird ass thoughts. Yeah, damn. Yeah, niggas are fine. Yeah, that nigga cute. You gotta slap the shit out yourself. Those are foul spirits, man. Yeah, man. See, yeah. I wonder what it was like to kill this nigga right here. That's what you niggas need to start having these thoughts in your head, man. Yeah, man. You see, damn, I like when niggas scream. I like seeing blood. What the fuck is wrong with you dudes, man? You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with you with you tribes, man? You know? So it say scripture speak about the merciless murderers of children. Wisdom of Solomon 12. And it says the second verse, therefore thou hast chastened them little by little, they that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Lord. The third verse, for it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants at thy holy land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices. That's what this nigga did right here, man. That's what this guy David. That's what this nigga did, man. Sacrifice, wicked sacrifices, odious works of witchcraft, man. That's what that shit is. Every single one of them fucking videos that they got these kids watching is nothing but an odious work of witchcraft, man. Bloody, but you see a bunch of blood all over the video. You see a bunch of shit like that, man. You gotta flee. You know, yeah, man, I turn this shit off, bro. I ain't watching this dumbass shit. This nigga start rolling his eyes like he's Marilyn Manson. You know, and niggas start tweaking and shit. Man, you should start seeing shit. Look, you niggas are not that simple, man. If you see some dumb shit like that, nah, man, this is not holy, man. This shit ain't right. You know, why the fuck am I watching two girls making out? You know, why am I watching this little young girl prostitute herself? You know, why am I watching why am I watching this shit? Why am I watching a bloody scene where this nigga chopping his foot off or some shit? You know, and your mind starts going in different places, man. When you start normalizing this shit, man. Yeah, watching some nigga get tortured, that's cool, man. You know, the fuck is wrong with you, man? All right. It says, for whom thou hatest, for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices. Those are the inhabitants of that old land. That's why the Lord put you niggas in slavery. That's why he drove us out of the land, man. Because niggas was doing sacrifices, odious works of witchcraft. You know, you tribes was following after them Hamites. All right, because them niggas was doing heavy into that shit, man. You was following them Edomites, you know. You was following all these nations, the Philistines. All right, that's their fucking ways, man. 5th verse. Also these merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and feasts of blood. Yeah, that according to what they said, you know, the girl looks developed and everything. She's still a child in the head, you know. She's still a kid. All right. So that was a merciless murder of children, you know. That was merciless murdering of children. All right. What happened right there? Yeah, she passed the flower of her youth. So technically speaking, you know what I'm saying? Physically, she's a woman, you know. But in this world, they would still classify her as a child, which she still have a childlike demeanor. That nigga, he's still a child in the head, even though he's a young man, you know. But this is some childish shit that the nigga did. He don't know how to control himself, you know. So hey, you got children raising children, and you got fucking you got this man child in power, this Edomite, and this is why all this shit is going down, man, on the earth. Okay, ain't no fucking order. There's no just judgment going on, man. The parents are all terrible. Their kids are fucking horrible. This is why the Lord gotta just start all over, man. You know, where are the fucking parents, bro? What are y'all doing, man? Y'all just scratching each other's assholes and shit. What are y'all doing, man? These so-called parents, man. They got all this fucking money. They collecting taxes from the kids. You know, they just popping out kids so they can take pictures on Facebook and shit. Look at my kids. Look at all my kids. I'm doing shit in something in life. You ain't doing shit in life, nigga. Your fucking kids are a disaster. You know? Kids are a damn disaster. Look at them. Then you as a mother, you going on TV crying. Oh, what happened? I don't know what happened. What happened is your fucking ass didn't do your job, man. What happened is your ass was a bestie with your daughter instead of being a fucking mother, man. And telling her ass what is right and what's wrong. No, you can't go out on sleepovers every fucking night, man. No, you can't go sleep over that white man's house where them creepy ass uncles be over there, man. No, you can't do that shit, bro. All right? No, it's not okay for your dad to walk out on you, man, and keep coming back. And you seeing him every once in a while, man. Every fucking once a year, then you see his ass. No, that's not righteous. It's not righteous for your mother to be selling boxes and shit. So that's not fucking righteous. Then she come back, and then you learn that fucking cycle over and 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 over again. Oh yeah, my mom was a hoe, so I'll be a hoe too. Shit, I did this and that. No, you see, this is the fucking byproduct of the so-called white man, the serpent's venom, and you fucking tribes doing what the hell you want to do, man, and not lean upon your own understanding. This is what happens. Your fucking families are a disgrace. Your fathers are missing, and your kids are getting murdered in the street, man. Your kids are getting put in Tesla fucking trunks and getting judged, man, like that. This is what's going on with your people, man. This is the status of our people right now, man. All right. So great job you motherfuckers did, man. Rebelling against your God. Look at you niggas. You're a bunch of laughing stocks, man. That's what it says in Sirach 42. Keep a sure watch over that shameless daughter, lest you make the laughing stock to your enemies. Now you niggas are laughing stocks to your enemies because you won't adhere to the laws of the Lord. You're not an upright fucking people, man. You're a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me, as said Jeremiah 2:21. There you go. Look at this. your daughter's out of order, and your men, your boys are a bunch of degenerates. Look at them, a murderer and a false prophet, because the rappers are fucking false prophets. They up there talking about Jesus and God and Satan, all in the same breath, all in the same song. Them niggas talking, praising Lucifer, and then they're praising Jesus Christ. And if you go and look at them, they say they're Christians and all kind of shit, but they're throwing up the Baphomet and they're doing bloodletting rituals in front of your fucking eyes, man, in front of your face. That's what the fuck these niggas are doing. All right. So this is why the Lord gonna take their asses out in a very violent fashion, man. Or rebukes and flames of fire, and tell you Isaiah 66, man. All right, the slain Lord shall be many, many, in the 15th verse. Many, man. Many, 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 many. Like 50 Cent said, yeah, just for this type of shit right here, man. Just for shit like this, for lying, for stealing, all right, for extorting each other, for selling each other drugs, all right, for teaching each other a false fucking white Jesus, all right, and all kind of manner of abominations that our people have been partakers of, man. All right, and that has made them what have made the Lord withhold good things from them. Your iniquities have separated you from me, man. That's what the scriptures tell you. All right. Yeah, this is a shameful bunch of people, man. It says these are merciless murderers of children, devourers of man's flesh, cannibals, man. And the feast of blood. That's this nigga was all about. All his fucking songs, murderous romance. What kind of fucking shit is that, man? You know, what kind of fucking shit? And then you got a bunch of nigga kids, bunch of Jakes singing this shit, man. Yeah, man, my murderous romance, man. What the fuck are you niggas talking about? What the fuck are you niggas talking about, bro? You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck are you niggas talking about, man? You talking all this gay shit on these fucking songs? Yeah, praise the Baphomet. That's all these fucking songs are, man. You turn on a music video, you got these little young kids, 7 years old, watching some nigga fucking drench himself in blood. What kind of fucking world do you live in, bro? You understand? Man, but we're wrong. We're the wicked ones, man. These niggas are literally sitting there promoting devil worship and all kind of shit. All right, but hey, we're the ones in the wrong. Cause we use a couple harsh words, man. You know, we're the wicked ones, man. Because hey, because we're telling you that the Lord's going to start killing these people, man. You know, we're in the wrong. The scripture tell you that the evil man understands not judgment, man. An evil man understands not judgment. Here it is. You make a man an offender for a word. We're the wicked ones. All right, but these niggas could praise the Baphomet and get millions and millions of followers. Oh, these guys took down a thumbnail I had with Jude Bellingham. I was up there getting the slurps from his woman, and I used that as a thumbnail, just to illustrate the point of whoredom and all this shit, right? And shamelessness and father, and you know, before the Lord. And here it is, man. YouTube took that shit down in like 30 minutes, man. But here it is. These niggas can sit there and worship the devil and talk all kind of shit, and ain't nobody gonna say a word, man. Ain't nobody gonna have a problem with it. That shit is promoted as righteousness, man. That shit's promoted. You got millions of fucking views of these dudes doing rituals online, man. Of these women selling themselves, and they got the nerve to come after me for fucking nudity and this and that. That's what they'll come after you brothers for, you know, for certain shit on your videos, little technicalities and shit, or copyright strike. Man, look, this is a fucking unjust world, bro. All right. This is why we're signing crying pursuant to Ezekiel 9:4 for the abomination that be done in the midst thereof, man. Set a mark on the forehead of the men that sign crying for the abomination that's done in the midst thereof, man. You dudes that's not signing crying, that's because your fucking ass is in love with this place, man. You ain't got no problem with this shit, man. You ain't crying to the Lord to come avenge this fucking the blood of the saints. Avenge the blood of the saints on the whore, man. You ain't crying for that. All right. It doesn't grieve you to see your fucking people like this, man. It doesn't grieve you like that. A shameful bunch of people, bro. You know. A shameful bunch of people. That's why that's why Jeremiah, the 9th chapter again. This is why the man didn't want to be around. Hey, man, look, man, get the fuck away from these niggas, man. Niggas are crazy. You know, they're fucking crazy. They might chop your ass up and put you in a box, like they did the prophets. They how many? Which one of the prophets did your father not persecute? You see that? And kill and stone. All right, let the blood, let his blood be upon us and our children. That's what you niggas said, man. That's why your children are a bunch of bloody demons. All right, a bunch of bloodthirsty motherfuckers, man. You know. Yeah, so it says merciless murders of children, 5th verse, and devours a man's flesh and feasts of blood with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands, souls destitute of help. Yeah, your own fucking parents is up there sacrificing you to the Hollywood, you know, so you could become a Sky Jackson or something. You know, your own parents, your own family members for money, for whatever. These women fucking selling themselves, you know. I mean, brother, it's just a shameful bunch. It's just a shameful situation we in, bro. It's all the way around, all fucked up, man. You know, this is why the end got to come, bro. All right, the Lord looking down, and He's shortening the days for the elect's sake, bro. Because these people continue, man, ain't gonna be shit left, bro. All right, ain't gonna be nothing left. Ain't nothing but death waiting for these people, man. Unless the Lord come, we might have life. We might have it more abundantly. They would tell you in John 10. All right, I come that they might have life. The thief coming now, but to kill and destroy, man. The thief being a so-called white man and his fucking way, man. Look at his way. His way is your children becoming murderers and your daughters becoming whores and sluts, man. That's his way, and that's supposed to be good. That's supposed to be freedom, you know. Shit. These tribes, brother. These tribes are gone, man. Revolted and gone. Jeremiah 5:23, man. All right. These are some sick bunch of people, brother. All right. A bunch of sick bastards. Now all the tribes together revolted. Tobit 1:5, man. The house of my father Naphtali sacrificed unto the heifer Baal. There you go. Look at you niggas. All right. Whether it be the land tribes, whether it be the Southern Kingdom, whether it be the Native American tribe, it don't matter what the fuck. They're all under the Baphomet Baal vibration. All right. They're all under that fucking spell. All right. That's why it says Israel, blindness in part has happened to Israel, man. They are not all Israel that are of Israel. I tell you, Romans, the 11th chapter, man. You know, these niggas are not Israel, man. They're not the Israel of the Most High, man. Scripture says you should know them by their fruits. If you knew them, if you see things from the biblical perspective, from the Lord's perspective, all right, these are not Israel, all right, even though they look like Israelites, or they might go back to the seed line of Israel. These motherfuckers are not Israelites. They're not just true Jews, all right. You know, scripture speak about a Jew being inwardly, not outwardly. You could look like a fucking a Jew. You could look the part. You could look like a, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that you're the Israel of the Most High, a fucking Baphomet worshiper, man. You know, that's one of the main. That's the first commandment. It says you should love the Lord your God. You should have no other gods before me. All right, you should love the Lord your God all that heart, and you should have no other gods before me. That's a spit in the Most High's face, bro. All right, man. The man that sent his son down here to die for us, and your fucking ass is taking his liberty, all right, to go and build a shrine to Baal, man. That's your fucking excuse. That's how, man, the Lord didn't even feed me, man. So shit, I gotta build a statue to the Baphomet. I gotta walk around with the Jesus piece. Jesus has blessed me. You know, you niggas are disgusting, bro. All right. Isaiah 63:3 that has I have trodden the winepress alone from the nations. No one was with me. I trampled them in my anger and trod them down my wrath. Their blood spattered my garments. That's right. The Lord gonna tread the winepress alone, man. He coming with dyed garments from Basra. That's this land right here, man. This will be known as Basra. All right. So all the tribes have revolted. Tobit 1:5. Together, the house of my father Naphtali sacrificed unto the heifer Baal. That's what Tobit told you back then. All right. These niggas were revolted back then. They're revolted now, man. All right. Hosea 9:15. All their wickedness is in Gilgal, for I hated them. For there I hated them. For the wickedness of their doings, I would drive them out of my house. I will love them no more. All their princes are revolted. And Ephraim is smitten. Their root is dried up. They shall bear no fruit. Yeah, though they bring forth fruit, I will yet slay even the beloved fruit of their womb. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, man. You're gonna bring forth your children to the murderer. That's what Hosea told you, man. All right. Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. The murderer. All right. And you're gonna become a bunch of fucking murderers yourselves, man. All right. You're gonna become a bunch of damn murderers yourselves. My God will cast them away because they did not hearken unto him. They shall be wanderers amongst the nations. Yeah. Jumping from rod to rod. You know, running out your mama's house and shit at 11. You know, fuck that, mama. Fuck you, mama. Shit, I don't care about you, mama. Shit, I want that David. I want David. And David going there. David. I'm in love with David. So that nigga could chop your ass up and put you in the fucking trunk of the car. Fucking dumbass. But see, this is why. But it's your mama's fault, man. Your mama was supposed to be a fucking mother, man. And she was supposed to have a husband. Now, not fuck around with some jailbird nigga, and then the nigga end up leaving her pregnant. And now look at the situation that y'all niggas are in. All right, look at the situation. Look at it, because nobody adheres to the law of the Most High. Marriage ain't honorable no more. All right, it's all about fucking around and leaving a bitch pregnant. And now, boom, now the daughter grows up with nothing. The daughter grows up with no guidance, no father, no understanding. All right, and then she ends up in the hand of some fucking gremlin, and the gremlin puts her ass to death and chops her ass up and puts her in the trunk of a vehicle. And now everybody's crying and shit. But then nobody got a problem with the status quo of the fucking society, do they? They don't have a problem with what's going on. They don't have a problem with the beliefs that's being taught, the dogmas that's being taught, man. You know? So we need solutions, man. And the Lord gonna bring it. The Lord gonna bring it. The Lord gonna bring death, and they ain't gonna bring life, man. All right? For these revolted and rebellious people, man, that are gone, very gone, man, in the head. All right. It says Hosea 5 and verse 1, hear ye this, O ye priests, and hearken, O house of Israel, and give ear, O house of the king, for judgment is towards you, because ye have been a snare on Mizpah, and a net spread upon Tabor, and the revolters are profound to make slaughter, though I have been a rebuker of them all. For I know Ephraim and Israel is not hid from me. For now, O Ephraim, thou committest whoredom, and Israel is defiled. They would not frame their doings to turn unto their God, for the spirit of whoredom is in them, is in the midst of them. They have not known the Lord. The pride of Israel doth testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity, and Judah shall also fall with them. All you tribes, man. All you tribes, man. That's why you all gonna fall and under the slang and become captives and go through all kind of hell and have trouble in the flesh, man. Because you niggas don't respect the Most High. You don't respect his son. You don't respect your laws. You don't respect your fucking selves, man. So there you go. Look at this. This is the fucking byproduct of your fucking wickedness, man. There you go. There you go. This is what you wanted. There you go. There you go, nigga. There you fucking go. Good job, bro. Good fucking job. There you go. Keep in your shit, and this is what the fuck gonna keep happening, man. All right? Good fucking job. There you go, buddy. Fucking degenerates. A shameful bunch of fucking people, bro. All right. They said they're all grievous revolters. Jeremiah 6 and 28. Walking with slanders, they are brass and iron. They are all corrupters. The bellows are burnt. The lead is consumed of the fire. The founder melted in vain, for the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver men shall call them, because the Lord have rejected them. All right. Because look at these people, man. Revolters. All right. Lovers of their own selves more than the lovers of the Most High. Liars, truce breakers, disobedient to parents, unthankful and unholy, as the scriptures tell you, man. All right, a bunch of macabre people, man. All right. So Jeremiah 2 and 20, for of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bonds, and I say I will not transgress. For of old time I delivered you from slavery. I helped you. All right. How many times? And you told me you wouldn't transgress. You told me that you would be a good son to me. You told me you would be loyal. That has said, I will not transgress when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot. Yet I planted thee a noble vine, a holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of the strange vine unto me? For though I wash thee with nitrate and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, thus said the Lord. How canst not thou say, I am not polluted? I have gone after Balaam. See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways, a wild ass used to being in the wilderness that snuffed up the wind at her pleasure. At her occasion, who could turn her away? All that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. All right. 27. It says, saying to a stock, thou art my father, to a stone that has brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. But where are thy gods that thou hast made? Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to thy number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. Wherefore will ye plead with me? Ye have all transgressed against me, said the Lord. In vain I have smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own sword have devoured your prophets, like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords, we will come no more unto thee. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. All right. Yeah, my people have forgotten me days without number, so I forget your asses, man. I forget you. All right. You forget me, I forget your stupid ass, man. And I'll leave you in your own, to wallow in your own filth like a pig, man. So you can cry to them idols that you made. All right. And when the time comes, hey, let their asses help you, man. When the time comes, let their stupid asses help you. And let's see where you end up, man. Bunch of fucking degenerates, bro. All right. So with that, call like Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Harakakwadah, Shalom, Labaquim, Shah, Yasharala, Wamawaf, Lababal, to all the rebels, man. All the fucking rebels, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All these odious works of witchcraft you niggas are doing. All right. All this debauchery, all this filth, all this fucking whoredom, all this shit is coming. The Lord coming to collect, man. The Lord coming to collect his pound of meat, man, that you tribes owe him, man. All right, so that's Shalom.